From the most remote times, cultures have emphasized the importance of food, either symbolically for religious ceremonies or only for daily needs. Acknowledging its essential function, food serves in preserving normal health and also improves healing and prevents diseases. Dreaming about food is a representation of our state of mind. It is not necessarily a prediction or anything specific linked to an incident. However, depending on the circumstances, sometimes a dream about food may exert some specific meanings. A food dream meaning is linked to what we are currently experiencing, feeling, or going through. Usually, dreams about food are prevalent and related to eating, and these dreams often invoke sensory perceptions. Food in a dream often symbolizes nurture for the body, mind, and soul. On the physical plane, when food appears in a dream, it is correlated with a need for a steady diet of healthy foods, or depending on our lifestyle, we need less or more food. Primarily, this means we are trying to achieve satisfaction through physical pleasure. If you dreamed of someone eating meals with enormous pleasure in front of you, such a dream could suggest some illness that person might have. When you dream of participating in a feast with others, it implies peaceful and prosperous collaboration, personal progress, and successful trading. When you dream you are eating alone, you may experience depression, isolation, sadness, or disapproval. You are longing for emotional support and consolation, and it also expresses the desire to be appreciated. Emotionally, the food you eat reveals you've denied a portion of yourself that requires to be consolidated. On the spiritual side, eating involves exerting new ideas or trying to achieve spiritual realization. Food dream meaning can have various significances. These can be represented by the way we eat in the dream, what we consume, and more importantly, in what context does food appears in our dreams. It is also related to each culture's cuisine and customs. What does it mean when you dream about food? Dreaming of overeating. When you have dreamed of consuming too much food, this dream often indicates your inner being state. Most probably, you are anxious and hesitant in certain situations, or you are overwhelmed by too many responsibilities that need to be accomplished in your daily life. This dream warns that you have to take some time off and calm down. Sometimes dreaming of indulging in eating can reveal your willingness to switch your profession or career as you consider that your current workplace is shallow or is limiting your improvement. Dreaming of not having enough food to eat or not eating enough. Often, this dream suggests that something in your life feels incomplete. Perhaps you feel as if something is yours, but you can't possess it, or someone doesn't give you the satisfaction that you deserve. This dream often shows that, even though you are doing everything you can to achieve something, stuff does not come to fruition as you have intended. Dreaming of bad-tasting food. It is not a good sign if you dreamed about eating bad-tasting food. It can have unpleasant meanings, and possibly it is an indicator of a disease or poor health concerns. This dream also indicates that you cannot find support whenever you necessitate it, or that you can receive it after you no longer need it. You should be cautious and anticipate difficult circumstances that may cause you more trouble. Dream about food on the table. In case you had a dream where food appears on the table, then this dream is a good sign. It reveals the satisfaction and enjoyment that you experience at the present moment in your life. Everything comes as expected, and you feel like you can conquer the world. Make sure that you use this opportunity to create beneficial life improvements that will make you successful later. If on the table you saw many dishes, such a dream may reflect that soon you will have a large number of guests. Dream about cooking food. If you dreamed of preparing food for someone or yourself, such a dream may not be a positive sign, and may alert you of a possible conflict that you may soon confront. To dream of cooking means you want to persuade others to require your assistance or involvement. You hope others will be able to seek advice and knowledge from you. It may also indicate that you are longing to comfort others. You seek affection and human friendship. To dream of having trouble cooking implies you need to stop investing so much energy into attracting people to tolerate you. On the other hand, if you appreciated cooking meals in your dream, it is generally an excellent suggestion for being valued by someone else or appreciated for something you have achieved. Dream about cooking various food dishes. If you dreamed of preparing various food dishes, such a dream might suggest participating in some entertaining activities during the next period. This dream also may mean attending acquaintances or guests with whom you have not seen in a while, and you want to interact again. Dreaming about buying food. If in your dream, you were purchasing food, such a dream could be a pleasant indication for the poor, and on the other hand, it is unpleasant for the wealthy. It may suggest gains in their economic position for the impoverished, and it may be a sign of some economic instability and loss for the rich. What is the meaning of dreaming about eating meat? Meat in a dream can have various significances. Meat denotes wealth, great luck, terrible luck, incomplete businesses, and harsh times as well. To dream of eating meat with great pleasure implies promotion. You will be promoted at the workplace due to the initiative you have put into your activities. Even though uncooked or raw meat is a worrying sign in dreams, it suggests a favorable sign if you dream of acquiring fresh meat. It means that this is the ideal time to invest in some partnerships. To dream of eating stale meat signifies that some of your former memories will torment you, or you will be sanctioned for your wrong past actions. A woman that dreams of raw meat suggests that she will encounter a great deal of hostility in achieving her goals. If she observes prepared meat, it indicates that others will earn the stuff she strives for. Dreaming about dog food. Dreaming about dog food denotes your insights or a situation that fosters a defensive stance. You may try to protect yourself from unpleasant emotions or work very hard to remain cheerful. As a negative aspect, eating dog food can evoke circumstances that promote aggression, viciousness, or excessive lust towards others. It is difficult to detach from strife or erotic stimulation. Positively, dog food can evoke circumstances where you are encouraged to stand up for yourself, be defensive, or be ready for future problems. Dreaming about eating dog food reveals feeling anxious or embarrassed about a related condition. Dreaming about buying dog food depicts your duties and daily obligations. Dreaming about a food recipe. Following a recipe in a dream denotes your capacity to pursue guidance in a practical way. Discovering a new recipe in a dream implies motivation or inspiration for pursuing an original path to success. What does it mean when you dream about giving food to someone? Giving someone food means prosperity and enjoyment at home. Providing food to someone in a dream may imply wealth, status, and appreciation. Sometimes when you dream of offering somebody food may presume that you are sacrificing your time and energy, offering too much love. Dreaming of a person who dislikes food that you offer predicts meeting someone who might be very inexperienced or timid, making it very hard for you to provide assistance and guidance. If in a dream, you find yourself in a situation inviting someone to enjoy the dishes you have prepared, it can be a mark of some severe problems or obstacles within your household or close family. Religious interpretations. In Islamic interpretation of dreams, to dream about receiving sour or bitter food from somebody else means hearing offensive words. It suggests sorrow, disappointment, and suffering if he eats it. If the food is eaten patiently thanking God for it, it means overcoming of these difficulties. In Hinduism, eating dinner represents a future perspective in which subsistence may be hard to come by. Some opponents will attempt to challenge your prestige, and you have to be cautious when selecting friends. In the Persian tradition, seeing food in a dream has 3 explanations. Good quality food means hunger. Buying food means good luck. Cooking food in a dream means that good days are coming. The biblical meaning of food is related to bread as spiritual nourishment and the Word of God. Additional information. Some food signs tend to be more generalized, like apples, grapes, fish, bread, or oatmeal, while contemporary products, such as processed foods or junk foods, have a much more intimate significance depending on your subjective emotions about those products. Generally speaking, fruits symbolize ideas that allow you to feel good, vegetables have more nourishing qualities, and meat exerts characteristics that are more fulfilling and sustaining.